Welcome to Sponsored by Nobody. This week, sponsored by hopefully a lack of technical difficulties. We are using it's September. It's still September 2024, and we are playing Pokemon Misfit Island Episode 7. We are using a homebrew Wild Words system, a homebrew of the Wild Words system. I am Ian, the professor, and we have X playing Y.
I'm Austin, and I'll be playing Travis the Illuminator on this one.
I'm Cabe. I'll be playing Augustus the Guide.
I'm Dylan, and I will be playing Nero the Ace.
And I'm Taylor, playing Axelvex, the Pokemon biologist.
Excellent. I'm going to do a super quick recap, listeners. Normally, I let the players do a recap and we chat a little bit. But last session had a bunch of technical difficulties. Theoretically, I haven't fully checked the recording, but it had technical difficulties. And it was only like 30 minutes or 20 minutes. So just listen to last session, but again, or not. The recap is you guys all came back from catching the cast form and met up with the Bofins at camp. You traded them the cast form, and then you guys did some level up stuff and some evolution stuff, basically spending XP that they had been given over time. And the Bofins, in trading you for the cast form, you gave shiny cast form, and they gave you a very detailed map of the island, which had all the roads, not that there's a lot of roads, but the roads that there are. It gave those, and then it also gave the little camps that they camp at while they're on the road, which is super useful. And they offered to give you guys some intel on different things on the island, which I think you did ask some questions and I gave some answers. I don't remember. You guys can ask some questions today while we play. They'll answer questions. They like you guys.
I think we made
them very happy.
Oh, yeah, no, we were about to start.
No, we were just coming up on Univerna. We had split off with them, and we were making our way along the road, which
you're at the camp.
Explains the map.
Yeah, so if you look at the map on your guys' screen, at D19, there's a little white dot.
Mm-hmm.
Just to the left of Univerna. That's where you are right now. You're at the camp right there. And so you guys got in about midday. So the goal was to spend the evening here and then wake up early in the morning and head into the city tomorrow. That's kind of your game plan. However, I think there was one or two things you guys wanted to do during the evening before morning comes and life goes on. You guys did talk to the Bofins about, you asked some questions about like where are powerful Pokemon and like what powerful Pokemon are on the island, and they told you about Terra Pokemon, I think, a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they told you that who was it? Suzu? Yeah, Suzu has a Terra Pokemon.
Yeah, there was a few
Archibaks, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
Terra Arctipex.
Yeah. Yeah. Shiny Terra Arctipex. Yeah.
Shiny Terra Arctipex. Damn, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you told us about Ganzorg too.
Ganzorg.
Oh yeah, Ganzorg. Yeah, Ganzorg has a Terra Nidoking. And General Ganzorg is terrifying. Not the kind of person you want to upset.
I just want to put this out there. If we come across a Terra Ditto, dibs.
I don't think
you're just gonna yeet your partner.
I'll have two. I've got two shoulders, one on each shoulder. Just one's gonna become my new favorite.
Hey, man, this isn't Digimon. They're not bonded.
Oh, shameless. Absolutely shameless.
You say
remember,
I say
I'm the
utilitarian.
I did have a quick question. I was just looking through our discovery tracks. And so when it says add a health to a Pokemon, is that heal a missing health, or is that bump up and make them more like add 1 to fortitude?
Yes, that's add 1 to fortitude essentially.
Cool.
That is, they get stronger permanently.
Mhm.
And fun fact, that health, when they level up, they'll have 1 more health than their starting. Like, you don't
Evolution,
lose that. Yeah,
nice.
because
That's
like
cool.
when they level, they'll gain more health, but you'll still keep that. It'll be +1 health to their base stat kind of thing.
Sweet.
So yeah, if you want to make your Pokemon beefier, that is how you do it.
Now, I do recall we were talking about me making some Pokeballs.
Yes, that was one of the things I was going to say.
I've sacrificed too much to science. I need him to make Pokeballs.
So please describe what Axel's doing here.
All right. So basically, Axel's obsessed with learning more about these Pokeballs from previous episodes. So he's basically just kind of sitting on a log, with his, binocular magnifying glasses, and he's got the Pokeball in his hand and his little tools, and he's like cracking it open and, checking out the mechanisms and how it's working. After however much time had gone by and passed, he kind of got a glimpse in his mind of how the Pokeball is supposed to work and function.
It's so you would have a vague, actually probably more than a vague idea. You would have probably pretty good working knowledge of how Pokeballs are built in your world.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a little bit of a difference here, and so that's kind of what you're researching, learning, and
trying to figure out what the difference is and what the similarities are to.
You're able to, as you say, as you crack it open, you're seeing things, you're looking, you're like, oh, okay, this connects here. What, all
it uses
sorts
a
of
tachyon field.
Yeah.
This means I broke it.
This wire.
So you think you could make a Pokeball given your current knowledge.
Yes.
Yeah. Would you like to attempt to make a singular Pokeball, or would you like to attempt to make multiple Pokeballs?
What's the limit?
So I'm gonna say there is no limit. However, the difficulty increases greatly as the limit goes up. Also, the number of resources needed will increase.
Okay, what resources do I need?
You currently have, looking at the Pokeballs, you kind of see like, okay, again, I've talked about there's this intrinsic energy in the world. There's this, things have a kind of a pulsating aura around them almost sometimes, or like different things. So like the TMs themselves, or, the objects that turn into TMs or evolutionary items, they all have this aura about them of energy. And now regular objects have an aura, but it's not the same level. You can see that you're going to need energy, like this aura, this magic. I don't want to use the word magic. It cheapens it because it's some kind of internal.
Any
thing.
technology outside of human understanding is akin to magic, Ian, though.
Exactly. This aura, this energy, this magic, sure. You need some of that for the Pokeball to work. So you need at least one, either TM or pre-TM item, sorry. Or an evolutionary item, or
like
something
like the battery I've got.
Yeah, like the battery you have, like the normal object Dylan has, the TM body press that Cabe has, the grassy glide that Austin has. Like any of those would work. Any evolutionary item would work. You also know, like, you could also potentially pile up just other items. So like you have the things from that Farfetched, the really nice veggies that he gave you. So you could pile a bunch of those up. Or the Farfetched also gave you that leek. Like things like named items have value, and you can kind of stack up that value.
And the more things I would stack, the greater the chance, or
you're not entirely sure.
Okay.
Like all your research, you're looking at it and going, the more things I stack, there will be benefits. You're not entirely sure whether the benefits is you're more likely to build one, or it's going to be better, or what. Like, because you haven't built anything yet, you don't know exactly what the benefits are.
All right, I'll make would a batch of 20 be quite a difficult one?
Yeah.
Okay. What about 12?
I'm gonna let you know. Like, I would say you're looking at less. Like 6 would be pushing it.
6 would be pushing it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go for let's just go for 5 then.
Okay.
We'll try for 5 Pokeballs. I'll use the battery and my 2 ginger roots.
Okay.
And try that out.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for this, I'm assuming?
Yes. So you're gonna roll engineering. So I assume you're being careful.
Yes.
You're gonna roll engineering, and then you're gonna cut. Well, you only have 3 dice, so I can only cut you 2 dice. So you're gonna cut 2 dice because you're trying to make 5.
Oh, it's that much of a cut?
Yeah. So if you want to make less, I'll cut you less.
Yeah, I'll do less cuts.
Okay. So if you want, for 4, I'll give you 1 cut. For 3, I'll give you no cuts.
Let's go for let's play it safe and we'll go for 3.
Okay.
No cuts.
All right. So 3, no cuts. Perfect. So 3D. Roll 3d6.
A 4, a 2, and a 6.
6. Perfect. Okay. So you managed to make 3 working Pokeballs. That's going to use up your battery and the 2 ginger.
Okay.
Now, because you did boost it with a little bit more things, you notice the Pokeballs, with the ginger, they smell good. Like they have that beautiful, like fresh ginger smell to them.
Okay.
And if you do some more research over the next day or so, you'll be able to tell what's different about these Pokeballs. So I'm not going to tell you right now, but tomorrow, after you do some research, you'll learn what's different about these Pokeballs. So you can say you have 3 ginger Pokeballs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did the battery do anything like the ginger, or is it just the battery is what allowed me to make the balls?
As far as you can tell right now, the battery allowed you to make it. However, again, you'll know more tomorrow, but from initial looking at it, you notice that like if it had been the battery alone, there might have been a different effect. But the ginger, like because it was such a fresh ginger, it overpowered the battery's effect. and you got a different effect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This is like some Poffin level type shit. Is it spicy? Is it sharp? Is it cool?
Yes, to all of the above.
Nice.
All right. So
I guess
shall
we should
we
get
continue
to
to
the city?
town? You were saying, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, you're with the Bofins. If you guys want to ask the Bofins any question, in the evening, but I think you're
so
good.
Much from them.
Yeah. Okay. Then the morning rolls around, and you're all woken up by the sounds of like a thump, 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 thump. As you look around the camp being only some stones in a kind of a circle with your tents in the middle and the little fireplace stomped out. As looking around, you see some bay leafs, a ponyta, a zebstrika, and a go-goat are racing. Like they're racing by around the edge of the camp, racing down, going to what looks like another stone in the distance, running around and coming back. And they seem to be doing laps as if they're racing each other.
That's kind of cool.
We could start a gambling ring here.
Right. Would you mind throwing those into the encounters or going through that list again?
Yes. I will throw them into the encounters. There's a bay leaf. Bay.
I was like, because I absolutely love bay leaf. One of my favorite bay leaf.
There's two bay leaf. Bay leaf. There's a ponyta. Ponyta. There's a zebstrika and a go-goat.
Okay.
There we go.
Now, I just wanted to remind the party that
Meganium.
Yeah. So if we catch a bay leaf, we can evolve it and get the Meganium.
That's what I'm actually kind of hoping for. So if they're doing laps, they're just going to continue going back and forth.
Yeah. You can also I know what you're thinking there, Tay. Sorry, really quick. And he wants who is it that wanted it? Solon.
One of the guys at the town, yeah.
No, not Solon. Orla, the farmer, the master farmer.
Orla.
Yeah. I mean, they're asking for that Pokemon. Obviously, if you bring them back a lower evolution, they're just also pretty much going to. I mean, it might not be exactly as good, but it is pretty much just as good. I will kind of throw that out there. Like the heavy lifting is catching a Pokemon. Now, if you bring them back the exact one they want, obviously they'll be happier than if you bring them back slightly different. But that said, yeah.
It's not like we're bringing in a Chikorita and being like, here you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Heavy lifting.
Okay. Yeah. So stretching. Augustus is gonna take a puff of that soothing tobacco. Everyone's sleeping. Bagon and Hiss are gonna go back in their Pokeballs for a couple minutes, and Iroh and Augustus, we're gonna watch these races, and we're gonna sit there and puff and kind of chat back and forth, and hopefully, I'm gonna put one sec. Oh damn it! I don't have any actual like bait or like food. Because I don't want to just fucking jump this thing.
You have wait. What does Augustus have? Augustus has.
I just have the soothing tobacco pipe.
Oh yeah, because you've used up your. Food.
I used up my rations.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Actually,
you still have. They're still in a very good mood. You haven't used up their very good mood.
This is true too. Yes. I was going to say, Axel, do we want to perform a test with your Pokeballs?
Ooh.
I was actually just sort of thinking that. I'm like, a sweet smelling ginger Pokeball.
Because I'll be honest, I'm a little selfish. I would like a Bayleaf for myself. Because Bayleaf and Meganium are it's one of my favorite evolution lines.
Greedy bastard.
All in the name of science. But what you got to think about is how strong, like between Iroh and a Meganium, dude, we could haul anybody that needs help out of the bush. Anybody, we could take down trees, we can scale mountains. The search and rescue abilities are limitless.
Otherworld AAA at your service.
Literally. Somebody call AMA. So if you're interested, because otherwise my thought is I was just hoping to get their attention and just sit with Iroh and the pipe and just kind of hope that when they come close I can soothe them down enough with the spices and the smoke to kind of chill them out and get to know them.
Yeah, let's see. I'll sit beside with Cabe's character Augustus, while kind of holding the Pokeball and like I'm doing my own little research thing, but it's still having the same effect. Like I'm holding it out. They're gonna take notice of it. Hopefully.
Yeah. Perfect. You guys. I mean, the Bowfins are also sitting there watching this. They don't really want to get involved. They're kind of like, they're like, we woke up. We were hoping to, get off to an early start, but these Pokemon are doing a thing, and we're not equipped to deal with this. So like, they're just having fun watching the show. Getting their camp all set up or D set up, packed up. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
As you watch the race, you notice you can start to notice kind of how the race is going. Go-Goat is clearly in the lead. The Zebstrika and one of the Bayleafs are kind of neck and neck, and then Ponyta is a little ways behind them, and then there's one Bayleaf that's just kind of doing his best.
Actually, okay, I got a plan. Okay, I got my own plan then. Sorry, Taylor.
Okay.
I'm gonna strike out on my own for this Bayleaf in the back. So when they loop back, I'm actually gonna pull out a bowl and put water in it. And then as they kind of go by, I'm assuming that the Bayleaf in the back is gonna be like sputtering, trying to catch its breath, and all this stuff.
Yeah, roll me Shepherd, please. Yeah,
let's do it. 1 sec. I just gotta pull up mine because I was on the other. I'm gonna go with, because I'm going in a. Yeah, so because I'm offering water, I'm going to roll sociable because I'm being generous with the water. Choice. Yeah, so I'm going to go sociable, shepherd. And 1 sec, I just want to see if I have no, I don't think I have a type that'll add to that or an ability that'll add to that. No. Yeah, okay, so 2d6.
Yep.
All right.
It's a shame you didn't have my ginger smelling.
Well, and that's the other thing, because I didn't. Because that's the thing is I didn't want to utilize the resource that you actively crafted, it with the chance that we can kind of get double the effect. So, that's unfortunate. That's a double snake eyes.
Double snake eyes.
Yeah.
You put out the water, and honestly, nobody. Actually, I can give you a twist here. I'm gonna do that. So you put out the water, and you reach out as far as you can, like without leaving that stone circle, because they've kind of cut pretty close to that stone circle, because they're running fast. But you reach out as far as you can, trying to like put it so this Bayleaf at the back sees it, and you put it down, and unfortunately this Bayleaf didn't notice it and like steps in the bowl. Trips and just takes a full tumble just tumbles along the ground and like kind of comes to a slide a little ways.
I'm gonna quickly pull my first aid kit out of my bag and run out there and
Ginger Pokeball, go!
No, use it on your own, Bailey.
Do it. He's down for the count. You got that dog in you.
What was that?
You're okay. Sorry. Yeah. So you're pulling out your.
I have a first aid kit in my general pack. Yes. So I will go out and I will tend to make sure it's okay.
Okay.
Silly.
While you
twist.
tend to it, I'm not going to make you roll for that one. You can tend to it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to see. It's weary of you. It's not too pleased. Like, you're going to have to. Actually, I wasn't going to make you roll, but it is quite weary of you. So I'm going to make you roll.
Wary of you.
Wary, pardon.
Wary.
May I take
Tired
a
of your
puff
shenanigans.
of this soothing spice tobacco to kind of give me an advantage for it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you an extra dice on that.
Okay.
So you'll get 3 dice for that.
3? Okay, so 1 shepherd, 1 for
one medic.
Oh, 1 medic. Okay, yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, yeah, so 3d6. Okay. A 6 and 2 5s.
Nice. Okay. I'm going to come back to you.
Yeah, for sure.
But think of a fun twist.
Mm-hmm.
Axel, you are kind of just juggling this Pokeball in your hand, toying with it, and as I say, you studying it this morning, and then watching the Bayleaf, sorry, watching the Bayleaf run around and watching this other Bayleaf fall, and just for a half second when the Bayleaf fell, you almost like smelt like fresh grass, because it's a grass type Pokemon, and you got a whiff of that smell, and then you, again, holding this Pokeball in your hand, and you smell it, and you're kind of like, wait, something's connecting in your mind. This Pokeball will be good on grass type Pokemon.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So that's what these ginger Pokeballs you have are extra effective on grass type Pokemon.
So like not a 50%.
No. Right now you guys have 50-50 chance with your Pokeballs. This will probably be closer to like an 80% chance.
Oh.
We're moving on up, boys.
Yeah. Yeah, roll.
But only on grass types.
Or something like
Only
that.
on
Yeah.
grass types. What if
It
they're
will be
dual types?
then that counts. It will also, though, be 50% on like other Pokemon.
Yeah.
It'll be a standard Pokeball for other Pokemon. So
okay, so I'm gonna, look at the Pokeball, or the Ginger Ball, and I'll look over at Augustus, and I'll just, here you go. And I'll hand him the Pokeball, and let him attempt to catch his
Thank you.
his Pokemon. His Bayleaf.
nice.
Yeah.
Augustus, go ahead. You have, with a 6 and a twist, you have full control over how you heal this Bayleaf.
Well, and essentially it's just like it's all bruised up, so it'll just be like, salves and just like, helping him stand up and making sure his leaf on his head's all straightened up, and the buds on his collar aren't all chuffed. And what I'm gonna do is, for the twist, actually, is that when I'm actually not going to throw this Pokeball, but I'm going to put this Pokeball on the ground in front of Bayleaf. And so now that he's all healed and stuff, but the twist is that when I put this Pokeball down, it's in my hand, and Bayleaf bites my hand thinking it's food.
Oh, yeah.
So tricksy bitches.
So I dropped. So damn it. So you see Augustus wins, but he doesn't pull. His hand stays. So he drops the Pokeball. So it's just right there on the ground. It's fine. It's undamaged. But Bayleaf is just chomping on his hand. And I was like, yeah, I guess I deserve that, didn't I? So what do you say? We can have a lot of fun. We'll go on an adventure. Sorry, I'm talking to Bayleaf right now.
That's fair. Me. Yeah, no, Bayleaf's like just chomping.
Yeah.
He's happy.
He's chomping on my hand. So I'll be like, all right, buddy, here, I'll trade you. And so I'll pick the Pokeball up with my other hand, and then I will click it and hold it so it activates but doesn't pop. and then I was
just before you click it to activate it.
Mm-hmm.
Bayleaf is going to because it has that leaf on the top of its head, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just before you click to activate this Pokeball on Bayleaf, Bayleaf's leaf flicks over and taps one of the normal Pokeballs you have, and just pops inside there.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So here, I'll hand the ginger one back to Taylor. Thank you,
Awesome.
though. It looks like we didn't need this. Thank you, Axel. And then as soon as that happens, I'm actually going to pull him back out, and I'm going to pop him out. And so now Bayleaf has joined my party.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's just happy chilling. He's like, you see, he kind of like comes with you back into the ring, the little camp, and as you guys like make it back in camp, you're just in time to see them turn around the camp again. If you had been out there much longer, you might have got you probably wouldn't have been trampled because they would have avoided you, but you would have been in the path.
Hell no, they're Pokemon. They're wild animals. Blood for blood. Let's go.
You see, they turn and they finish the turn, and they do one because they've been doing this big loop around, but as they turn the loop around the camp, they do a full loop around the camp, and then the Bayleaf, or not the Bayleaf, sorry, who was in front? The Go-Goat in front stops at what seems like an arbitrary point and just jumps as it's clearly won the race, and the other Pokemon, are jumping and playing, and your Bayleaf wanders over and will play with them for a little bit, and then kind of wander back to you as the others start to kind of disperse and wander back into the wild.
True heroes.
Can I make an attempt to entice the Go-Goat with the Pokeball that has been kind of floating around now at this point with the scent of the sweetness?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess with the ginger and the Bayleaf would have been by it too.
What is Go-Goat? That is a good question.
It's grass.
I assumed it was.
It's a grass normal type, I think.
Nope, just grass.
I was thinking about calling my new Bayleaf Stew.
Ooh. Oh yeah, Go-Goat is just grass.
Nice, that's cool.
Nice, that's a good name. Stew.
Yeah, right? Well, because he's a Bayleaf.
Yeah. But yes, sorry. The
Go-Goat.
The Go-Goat, roll me a... What would you be to entice it? You know what? Roll me a Shepherd. You got Shepherd.
Yeah.
And you get a +1 for your dice. Or not your dice, sorry. There. You get +1 dice for your... what's the
Nature?
word? No, the Pokeball. Because you're using an object to entice it.
Yeah, get
Okay.
advantage.
Can I use my relaxed nature to add a dice?
You always use your nature. Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
1, 2,
So-
then 3.
Yep. 3. Yep.
Gotta scroll down. Oh, went up. There we go. 3d6. 6, 6, and a 1.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, no, it's going to come over. What would you... Are you going to try and catch this Go-Goat? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, it's... Go ahead. How do you want to catch this?
I'm basically going to kind of, point over to, Augustus and Stu, and mention, hey, one of your friends is with one of my friends. Do you want to come along with me and be my friend?
The Go-Goat, looks around, kind of does a bit of jumping, and then it'll, headbutt the Pokeball. Where Bayleaf went to, nibble it, Go-Goat is, trying to play with it. Play with its food, and it will headbutt the Pokeball and accidentally catch itself.
I've been watching this whole thing with like abject skepticism, but as it has continually succeeded, I've apparently transitioned into some sort of like non-corporate Disney universe, and I'm taking notes. Actually, I'm staring kind of agog, and I'm like, you can befriend Pokemon? Question mark? Question mark.
Yeah,
needs more research. You know what I mean? Scribbled in the side notes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Just kind of like
furious scribbling.
The thing that I like the most right now is that like I can like bring out Go-Goat, and because it has like that leafy body, and I'm wearing a ghillie suit, I can ride on the back of Go-Goat and be completely invisible.
Oh my god!
I'm like coming out of the house to do my early morning dawn painting, rubbing my eyes, and it's just this cacophony of noise and everyone cheering and holding up Pokeballs, and I'm like,
what? Yeah.
I feel like I missed something very. I'm going back to bed. I don't need the sunrise.
And as Austin's all like, wow, what the heck's going on? He just sees a goat jumping with me on its back going, yeah!
I thought it was a cow that jumped over the moon. It's too early for this shit.
Awesome. Yeah, the other Pokemon disperse, and yeah, you guys are left there. The Bofins, having finished packing up and watching this spectacle, are like absolutely gobsmacked, jaw dropped, like what? Like they're just wow. That incredible.
Thank you. I'll take whatever backpack the missus is carrying or whatever as well, and then so Iroh and Augustus will both take bags.
Yeah, they have the hand cart again.
Oh, perfect.
They're pulling. Is Bayleaf helping pull the hand cart and Go-Goat?
No, Bayleaf is tired. He just lost a bunch of races. I got to give him a break, man.
That's fair.
Yeah. Kron is more than happy to pull the cart.
Nice. Yeah. No, you guys can pull the cart and move along steadily. And after a little while, you all end up, or the Bofins kind of look at you and say, well, there it is. As you kind of go through this grassland area, it opens up into fields very similar to the fields back at the last town you were at, Nablar. Yeah, Nablar. But farms and fields, little houses starting to dot here and there as you make your way up to more of a main kind of road that looks a little more traveled. And the Bofins are like, okay, here we are. This is Univerna. This is the city of progress, as Road, the leader here, likes to call it. But I mean, that's just his dream. But yeah, welcome, and they kind of bring you into town as villagers and people start to come out as they see. First of all, they see the Bofins, and so they wave, and everyone knows the Bofins. But then they also see you lot, who new people is a little strange, but you're traveling with the Bofins and helping them, so people are pretty happy to cheer you on and say hello, and yeah.
Cheer us on, calm down. They just met us. I keep my head down and wave. Okay, nice. Just keep going. We gotta find where. How big is this town, like per se? Like
it's not. Town? So Nablar was the largest settlement on the island. And it was fairly good size. maybe like two. I mean, I say good size, but as far as the island goes, it was good size. Maybe like 2,000 to 3,000 people in Nablar. Maybe a little less. And then here, Univerna is the second largest settlement on the island, as the Bofins tell you. And there's probably, 1,500 to 2,000 people. They're working hard on building a big city. They want it to be a big city.
And did we had a letter or something from Nablar guy, right? Barry?
From Barry? Yeah, I think he gave you a letter of introduction, eh?
Something like that, so we weren't just randoms.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, sure. This gentleman comes out and he, glasses, he looks very studious like a professor would. And he's, Bofins, so nice to see you. They're like, oh, Road. And they look at you guys. This is Leader Road. He's the leader of Nablar, or not, the leader of Univerna, the town here. He's in charge. And he goes, oh, newcomers, welcome. If you're friends of the Bofins, you're friends of ours. It's nice to make your acquaintance. My name is Road. I'm the leader here. And I'm excited to meet you. You look like you have a lot of Pokemon. He's kind of looking around at you guys, and he's fully like poking you, prodding you, like
what was his role?
Checking
again?
You out.
What was his role again? What did he say he did? He's
the leader of this town.
I prod him back. I don't put up with that shit.
That's fair. He lets you prod him back. He's in a full on research coat. Like he's like checking you guys out, like studying you, and like if you prod him back and like poke him, he just lets you like study him as well. He's like, oh, a fellow researcher.
Well, he's in the right company.
Yes.
If he's
I wasn't before this moment, but now the call of science.
Yes, science. It's a beautiful thing. I'm hoping I want to build the first university on the island here. That's our goal. And the Bofins just kind of wave at you guys, and they're like, "You guys can meet Road here. We're gonna go set up. Don't worry about us. We got things to do in town." And Road's like, "I'll catch up with you later. Don't mind me." And they're like, "We understand. You want to meet the new people."
I'm kind of like looking at this man with like stars in my eyes. Like, this is a man after my own heart. A school in a new dimension? Genius!
Yeah, right? It'd be great. I'm so excited. We're looking for, more people and more. We need some crafters and some other, like, we just need more people in town. That's the biggest thing. Looking around the town, you guys notice where in Nablar, almost no one had a Pokemon. Almost everyone in town seems to have a Pokemon with them, with probably close to, I would say close to like 80% having Eevee or one of Eevee's evolutions.
Oh, wow.
I ask no questions.
So there's
sense.
an Eevee breeding underground circuit here that we need to break up. I see. Excuse me, is your Eevee tagged? Yeah? You microchip? You always spay and neuter your Eevees.
I crouch down to the Eevee. Are you safe?
Are you in duress?
Ignoring the owners completely. If you're not safe, wiggle your ears.
Yeah, right.
Blink.
No, they all look very happy and very excited to be, just helping out with their trainers, and it's
disgusting. I hate it. But that's just me. That's just normal me.
Yeah. Rhodes kind of looking you guys over. So where did you, or I guess where did you come from? And you hand him the letter from Barry.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Perfect. He reads it, learns all of your backstory, all of your history, everything important, and just kind of goes, "Oh wow, okay. Well, if Barry says and the Bofins say you're all good people, and like, yeah, this is incredible. Well, again, welcome to Univerna. If there's anything we can do to help you on whatever it is you're doing, let me know, because yeah, I'm just excited to meet new people. And yeah, if you want to trade research notes or anything or whatever, let me know.
We need food.
Yeah.
And gold, jewels, furs, silks, spices. Did I miss anything?
Pokeballs!
Oh yeah, we also want Pokeballs. Yeah.
He like puts his arm around you and like puts his arm around another one of you guys and starts like pulling you towards. He's like, well, this is the local tavern inn, and you can find most of that stuff here, at least the important ones. And I get you guys are funny guys. That's good. That's good to have a sense of humor.
I narrow my eyes at him.
me and Dylan look at each other like, yeah, joking.
You're right. Some people do have a sense of humor. I don't unnarrow my eyes, but I'm going to go into the bar. I'm the only one here who isn't old enough to drink, by the way.
This dimension doesn't have an age limit.
I'm going to inquire, if possible, about a shop where I could buy possible new TMs or evolution items.
Yeah, there's the Bofins are in town. Fun fact.
Oh, fair.
You don't say.
Don't do this to me, Ian.
The itch to make new Pokeballs is strong.
That's fair. Yeah, no, the Bofins, if you guys want to trade anything, the Bofins are the traders. And then as far they're like, other people have some things. If you're looking for something in particular, the Bofins will like let you know who to go find, but the Bofins have most things.
Okay. I'll get back to you on that.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, you guys he Rhodes sits down with you guys at the bar and he's like, oh, I'm so excited. And he's like, so tell me everything about your world, everything about like, yeah, just, and he's looking at your Pokemon. I assume most of you have some Pokemon out and about.
Yeah, I have Toxel on my shoulder, and Zora was kind of like hiding in my bag.
Fair enough.
Because you said Pokemon don't use moves in public.
Generally
Everyone
speaking,
notices the weirdo things.
Yes.
Not making that
So Road will pull out a Pokeball and he'll just tap it, and out will come his Pokemon. And he goes, "Yeah, no, this like it's good to sit here and hang out." And his Pokemon will be like having a little snack beside him. It's an evolution. You gather it's an evolution. It's one you've never seen before.
What do you mean haven't seen before? What does it look like?
We're gonna need a little more there, Ian.
Yeah, that's you can't just dangle that juice.
Yeah, you got Axel here drooling at the mouth right now, okay?
Roll a perception check, I guess.
Let me go to the encounters here and copy this. Copy this. There we go. And paste it there. So can you see that pasted into the encounters?
Oh, down at the bottom.
Yeah, down at the bottom.
Down at the bottom.
It's a dragon Eevee?
It is a dragon Eevee.
What? That's cool.
I immediately ask, I want one. How do I get one?
He looks at you. Oh, you've never seen Drakion before?
We do not have anything close to this from where we're from.
He gives it a little pet, and it like snuggles up to him. Oh, yeah, no, they're semi-common around here. Honestly, we got lots of like Eevee's such a common wild Pokemon around here that pretty much everyone is caught an Eevee, and Eevee's it's a researcher's favorite Pokemon. You know, they can evolve into anything, simply anything. And he'll pull out like a book and he'll start flipping through some pages and then pull out some notes. And he pulls out, and if you guys look on the Pokedex page, and then you scroll, where is it? At P23.
Okay.
P23 to U23.
Oh,
and
I
then
see,
down to 33.
Oh, what?
And he pulls out a little thing. And yeah, it has all these different evolutions. Now, don't get caught up on how they evolve, because that's not actually how they evolve. That was just I pulled this from Google.
Found, yeah.
It's somebody made some cool sketches and like gave it a like, this is maybe how it would evolve. That's not exactly how they evolve in the game, but that's the look and that's their name. I'm going to steal it from that person.
Where am I supposed to look? I've already lost it.
All right, go to Pokedex.
Pokedex P23. So scroll to the right a little bit and then scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, it's like P23 to U23.
Sorry, I'm trying not to mess things up right now. I clicked on
just
something.
Scroll. Just scroll. Don't click. Just scroll. Yeah. So
amazing.
there's an Eevee for every Pokemon type.
Well, I was going to make a joke about evolving his Eevee to Ghost type unless he gave up the information we wanted, but I guess that kind of falls flat now.
I still don't see it, but okay.
So go to the Pokedex. Go to the top.
Very top. Okay, I'm at the very top.
Do you see my blue square in the like? Do you see where I'm clicking?
Yeah.
All right, follow my blue square.
I am.
Thank you for
follow me.
Oh, okay.
Now follow me here. You see me?
Okay. It's all the way to the right. Okay, I was just looking on the far left-hand side of the thing, and I'm like, where am I supposed to be looking?
To our listeners, we love you. Thank you. Thank you so much for putting up with this.
I'm bullied, and I feel like I should
You're
bully the party.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Justice for Taylor.
Excellent.
Hashtag justice for Taylor.
Yeah. So Road will give you give you a copy of a sketch of these, and he's like, yeah, these are the Eevees. I don't know personally how to evolve each one. I know some of them, but like, there's probably someone in town here who knows at least every single one. Yeah.
I'm sure that's fine, but now I am just. My mind is running crazy with the opportunity, like science. Not even just science, just the coolest. Just like who, how rare this would be on the other side.
Right.
Yep.
Assuming that they would even transition to the other side. Like, would they go through the portal and not get destroyed?
I'm going to look up at Travis from my abacus, which you're not quite sure when and where I got it. And I like do some calculations and I'm like, yes, I am aware. My eyes have literally turned to dollar signs. It's extremely painful. Please help me.
As our letter says, we obviously been very helpful to the other settlement, and I think all of us would be interested in trading our services for the opportunity to catch an Eevee, if not for some information and escort services to the mushroom forest to the east. We have a lot of interest in that.
Yes. Oh yeah. The mushroom forest to the east. Well, southeast, but yes, to the east. That's it's dangerous over there, but I mean, you guys seem to be able to. If Barry's right, you seem to be able to handle yourselves. I think you'd be pretty good. Might be worthwhile to meet. You know, probably Suzu or Axton. They'd probably be able to help you out. As far as catching an Eevee goes, well, yeah, there's just a ton around here. If you go wandering long enough, you'll find one. And then as far as like how to evolve them into these, I can write down some little notes on the ones that I know, and again, maybe you can find some other villagers that can.
Honestly, that in general would probably just be good for scientific research.
Yeah. Give me a few days here, and I'll get the villagers and we'll compile it. I should have been doing that a while ago, but it's such a common thing here. I didn't think to really compile it. I didn't think it'd be anything special, but yeah, okay. Well, leave that one with me.
That.
Of course. Leave that one with me. For science, I will compile all of the evolutions. And he's very ecstatic to compile all of the evolutions. As you guys drink a little more and hang out in the bar, all of a sudden the bar doors just slam open, and in walks a gentleman, and he like right up to Road. He gets right in his face and he goes, "Hey, you didn't tell me there were new people." And he turns to you guys and he's like, "I challenge you to a battle."
No.
He just looks at you. He's like,
and stare at him. No.
He's like, I'm Suzu, the master trainer here. I am the best trainer on the island, and I challenge your best trainer to a Pokemon battle.
Augustus and all of my boys, we're just gonna step back and just look around, and be like, is anybody gonna handle this guy? This is the first time I've kind of spoken up because like I just don't want to get beaten up in the middle of the street, and I got better shit to
do. you clearly notice Road is not. Road's pretty calm. He's not too worried, but like this Suzu guy is pretty fired up.
I kind of look back at.
Okay, I'll fight him.
Yeah, I was about to say I look back at Naru over there and be like, well, Naru's our resident ace.
Ooh, he turns to you. He's like, well, then a real ace would have the fiery spirit to battle me.
Whoa. Cards, not Pokemon.
I'm looking at him.
He blinks back. He's like, oh, is any of you a Pokemon trainer? It's just kind of a single tier.
Oh man! Oh, I didn't think it was going this well. Okay, Naru, put him out of his misery.
Okay,
I played with him enough.
Okay.
He's like, I don't meet new trainers very often. Okay.
Charmander is gonna like pop up from beside the table. We've both got a mug, and we're gonna like gesture at him, and it's like, you think you can just come in here and challenge me to a battle by making eye contact and saying it out loud? You think that's how the rules work?
You can't write it
is. Yes, I did. And he just walks out. He's like, if you're a real trainer, you'll battle me. And he like walks out the door, but like also does a double take back, like hoping you're gonna follow him.
Is he coming? Okay.
Play with me, senpai.
I'm gonna slam the rest of my drink. I don't know what it is. It could be water.
Cactus juice. It's got the juice.
It's the quenchiest. Oh man, is it quenchy? Okay, so I'm gonna go outside, I suppose, and I'm gonna bring out Porygon.
Ooh, Porygon. Road will follow you out there too. As soon as you release Porygon, Road just starts like squealing, but he's gonna let Suzu, like he's not gonna interrupt your guys' battle, but like Rhodes actively just like bouncing and squealing.
Also, this is the first time I've brought out Porygon around my companion since I showed up. As far as they know, this is the first that they've seen of him at all.
Okay.
Fantastic. Okay.
Weird. Where'd you find one of those?
What are you talking about? I've always had him.
Road
He's our
is going to
constant
be
companion.
Road's like, very well then. I will use my greatest Pokemon as well. And he throws a Pokeball and a shiny Terra Archibald.
I'm giving him the you know in Pulp Fiction, in Pulp Fiction, I've got my hands like out to the side and I'm looking at him like, what even is this BS? Like, actually,
here I'll put it in the encounter.
Dear God.
Arctibax. There we go. Arctibax.
I know what he looks like, but he's like all crazy crystal and like insane.
Stuff. So shiny him, for starters, is a more paler blue, almost like a turquoise.
Yeah.
Not quite. And then Terra is, he's covered in these like crystalline, like jagged things poking up, like everywhere where it's the quote unquote ice on him. So like his spine, his mouth, that like on his belly, any of that like lighter blue is just crystals. And they're So
he's a little for viewers, he's a little ice dragon. He has like a frosty little beak and he's got a frosty little frill on his back. And this one is jacked up to the nines. He's been taking roids and he's going to beat up his bully at school.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it would only be polite for me to let him go first. He's so excited.
He like squares up against you and he's like, Arctibax, use Ice Fang. And it like runs in to use Ice Fang on your Porygon.
Okay.
It's gonna actually
it's gonna hit me.
I assume it's gonna hit. I should roll. I actually made stats for this character. I don't know why I'm like stalling here. I actively gave him stats. I prepped this.
I'm just expecting to die here.
It misses abysmally. His Arctibax like goes in for an Ice Fang and like runs at your Porygon, and you're like, you battle. You're an ace trainer.
Yeah.
Porygon just kind of moves to the side a little bit, and Arctibax just like slides by.
Okay. Porygon, continue to float there and lead him into a false sense of security.
Porygon,
we have a plan. He's got Recover and Magnet Rise. He is not a combat Pokemon.
That's fair.
He's going to use defensive third dimensional floating tactics. That's what he's going to do. He's going to very slowly like pedal and wheel his way through Z space.
Yeah. He's like, that didn't work. Arctibax, use Dragon Claw. And so Arctibax like will whip around and like jump and Dragon Claw for 2 damage on Porygon.
Okay.
As it finally connects. Like Porygon, is floating around, but it finally connects with the Dragon Claw. And then you see Suzu, I did it. We did it. We hit him. He's very happy.
Okay. Porygon, recover. And he's going to fix his damage data.
Yeah, no, that's fair. He's going to full heal.
Very good.
You see Suzu just look at you and he's like,
bruh.
A very slow, very small smile starts to cross my face.
He's like, Arctibax,
go get him, use your power move.
He's like, that worked last time. Let's do it again. Artabax, use Dragon Claw. As you see him hit again to do 2 damage to Porygon.
Porygon, recover.
This Porygon just heals. Susie's just like, this is...
Is this all that you hoped it would be? Is this battle setting your blazing blood afire? I'm just looking at him, and like I'm straight manning him. I just look at him like even though he would be me at any other moment, the fact that I'm faced off against myself, I'm like, no, bro. There can be only one. I will destroy you and your self-esteem.
He just looks at you and he's like, sneaky tactic. Artabax, return. And Artabax like goes back in his Pokeball. He's like, let's see here. Dreadnought, go. And he'll use Dreadnought.
Wait, what? This is horrible. Bro.
What?
Bro. What
It's your turn.
Dreadnought is that anchor that we fought, or
no?
It's
I put it up in the encounters.
Oh,
it's the little turtle guy.
Okay,
Dreadnought,
it's rock,
yeah.
right?
It is rock water.
Rock water.
Rock water, like rock lobster.
Okay, you know what?
Not
Honestly, quite. I'm going to continue to stand there and be like, what can I do? Porygon's going to I'm just going to keep jumping him with Porygon until he does something different.
That's fair. Yeah, he's like, okay, Dreadnought, he's not going to take us seriously. Let's do this thing. And he's going to be like, Dynamax. And
What?
Wait a sec. That did not go the direction I was going. I thought I was going, but all right.
And yeah, Dreadnought it's just going to start growing. And now you guys are used to Dynamax being like massive. He like quadruples in size, but doesn't get quite to like the Dynamax you guys have seen size. But he does like quadruple in size.
Just tell Porygon to go inside the bar. He's not gonna trash the bar.
Well, I'm gonna whistle through my fingers, like try to like soccer ref whistle at him, and I'm gonna be like, Dynamaxing is illegal in a non-Dynamax Pokemon battle. This is a 1v1 duel. Like, what are you gonna do? Stomp on my Porygon? Are you that big of a man? Come on, bro. Call it a draw.
He like, wait, what? There's rules to battling? Okay.
I'm like, again, I'm just like, how many times is this kid gonna make me throw my hands up? Like, who am I dealing with? Did you teach yourself? Like, what?
Dreadnought like will return to normal, and Suzu just kind of looks at you, and he's like, "I'm the like best trainer on the island here, dude. I don't know what you."
Obviously, because you've been cheating.
Yeah, like no duh, man. Like, dude, they would have taken your license.
What?
Do you even have a license?
Bruh, you're a joke right now.
Bruh.
But if you just,
Did you even catch that Pokemon in the wild? Or did you take it from some hapless kid you beat in a contest?
Okay, guys. Okay.
Whoa.
Come on. We're classier than him.
Look, I have a feeling the battle rules are different where you guys come from than where I come from. But that you know what? That's okay. Everyone can have their differences. It's okay. And as he's kind of chatting,
flat with your Dynamax, or can we call this a day?
No, we can call it a day. It's okay.
You win. I'm going to shake his hand. It's like, you have defeated me fair and square. Good job.
He shakes your hand. He's like, that was a good battle. I was not anticipating the recover tactic. That was sneaky. Well played.
I'm just yes, I am an expert Pokemon trainer. All forms of strategy can be used to defeat an enemy from unexpected angles. Something pulling it out of my ass. Sweat drop.
I will have to think on that. Thank you. And as he's kind of chatting, Road comes over and he goes that was a Porygon. That was that's so cool.
I look back at Axel and I'm kind of like doing are these people completely crazy? I'm mouthing at him while spinning my finger next to my temple. Like, is everybody completely crazy in this place? Yes, it's a Porygon.
Yeah.
Porygon.
I want. I'm looking for. It's like Pokemon like Porygon that can interface with technology. Like we have so little technology out here. I'm wishing for a Rotom. I hear you can find them every now and then, but like they're super, super rare. And so I've asked Suzu to keep looking and Axton to keep looking for me, but even the two of them can't find a Rotom. But if you ever find a Rotom, I have information that even Suzu and Axton don't have. I
think I'd be happier with the Rotom.
He pulls out a Pokeball, really, and he'll throw it, and shiny Cobalion comes out. So Cobalion.
That's cool.
He goes, I know where you can catch shiny Cobalions.
What do you mean? Plural?
Tell.
Last time I got shiny Cobalions, I had to get penicillin. All right, sorry.
Yeah.
So we're
left Cobalion, and didn't spread to the right Cobalion.
He's like, I know where I've seen some wild, I've seen other wild shiny Cobalions. I know where they hang out.
Dibs.
So I'm just saying, if you find a Rotom, I might be able to help you out.
I tell Duskull, go find me a Rotom.
Duskull just starts to wander away.
It's like, okay, I guess I'll look over this way, I guess.
It was never seen again.
Gone with the wind.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything else in town? Anybody you want to talk to? Anything?
Anyone we want to talk to? Okay, so hold on. We need to talk to the expert on the mushroom forest place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, Road will be like, oh yeah, that's Axton. He's the master hunter around here. He's one of the people who've traveled the island probably the most. Maybe not the most, but pretty good. And he'll bring you over to introduce you to a kind of an older guy, probably similar to like Solon, the boatman, his age. And yeah, oh, hello, new people. Very excited to meet you. I'm Axton, and I'm the master hunter around here. What, you're looking to go to the mushroom forest?
Yeah, it's a very interesting geological phenomenon that doesn't occur on the other side.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's a bit dangerous, but you guys seem to be pretty strong, so yeah, can't argue with that. Yeah, it's just to the side there, just down. Where's my notes? Why did I lose my notes? I know. Abysmal. Where? No. It's got to be back here. Hold up a second. Sorry.
Well, this is going on. Can I get Axel to help me with something? I want to use your Matang's hover ability here.
Yeah, sure. What can I help with?
I need to get to the highest point in the city so I can set up one of our like planar triangulation devices, one of our signal units.
Relays.
A relay, yeah. Yes,
I pop out Matang and I say, hop on, off we go.
All right. We're just going to fly on up, and I'm going to have Porygon with me, and I'm going to send him into the rod, and he's going to do his little presto changey magic.
Yeah. The
digital
rod
edit thing
starts beeping, and it just goes ding, beep, beep.
I
beep.
stick it in the top of someone's chimney or something like that. You know what I mean? I brace it on a roof.
Yep, that works perfect.
Tie it off with a piece of wire.
Yep, you're good.
Bingo bango. Okay, ready to rock.
Well done.
I just remembered it last second, and I was like, "Oh crap! I better do that while I'm here."
Yeah,
or we are all in some serious trouble later on. Well, no, wasted time though.
Yeah, Axton's like, yeah, no, the mushroom forest. Yeah, it's pretty incredible, but lots of poisonous Pokemon. Actually, that's funny enough. Where I caught this guy, and he will pull out a Pokeball, and it's an a all white and black, like a monochrome Ariados. So I'll put it up in the encounters here. Ariados. Mm-hmm. It's the spider Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's all, as I say, it's monochrome. It looks like you guys have now encountered a shadow Pokemon. And it looks like the shadow Pokemon, but just without its shadow. So like when you beat that shadow Pokemon, how its shadow left it, but the color had still faded away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he goes, yeah, I caught Ariados in the mushroom forest. It was, it had gone on a rampage. It went shadow, and so it rampaged, and I managed to calm it down after a little while, and yeah, we became buds.
I could have had a Shadow Landorus.
I tried to catch it. It didn't work.
Dude, everybody tried to catch. Didn't everybody try?
I think I had the best opportunity though, but it was that or the cast form.
No, but like it wasn't just you didn't do good enough. It was literally a something special.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, he's got it's a monochrome Ariados. So, but yeah, it's a pretty cool forest. As I say, it's a little dangerous for poison stuff, but if you keep yourself careful, you should be okay. He sees Travis. He sees your your Toxel.
Yeah,
and he goes, yeah, there's lots of little Toxels around the mushroom forest. That's their home. Did you catch? No, you didn't. Obviously, you're not from here. You didn't catch it there. Are you going to go see if you can? I don't know. Find it a buddy or something. Is that what?
Yeah. I'm interested in the medicinal qualities of Toxels, and I'm wondering if there's different variations among the species. And they're not very common where I'm from.
There probably will be, because we were talking about a variation in species across the Eevees, the cast form, and the Oricorios into the Tapu X's. All the Oricorios we had talked about being based on different, like, not elements, but like weather phenomenon and aspects and stuff.
Oricorios could become like Landoruses or something, right?
Oh, well, exactly, yeah.
No, cast form can become Landorus. Oricorio becomes the Tapu.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Even so.
Yeah.
There's some weird lineage things going on here. Like there's like I don't even know how to explain it. Like the genetic line is jumping all over the place.
It makes no sense.
There's just like chaos flowing through these Pokemon.
Yeah.
Burn it. Burn the heretics.
Well, yeah,
Is it this place?
it's honestly not too far of a journey to the Mushroom Forest. It's only, just a little farther than what you guys traveled today. So you if you take a rest day or so and then head on out, or even I wouldn't recommend traveling during the night, but I think you should take a rest day, see the town, and then when you're ready, go for it.
Go forth and multiply. No, I think you're right. I think spending some time in your town and meeting some of the people and maybe learning some of the things that we can help with while we're around would be a good idea.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you guys can spend as many nights here as you want before you venture off to the Mushroom Forest. And then, is there anything you wanted to learn before you go to the Mushroom Forest?
I'm going to go find the Bowfins, and I'm basically going to be like, hey, cool, you guys have made it here okay. I was worried about you. I haven't seen you since we got here. Also, I'm young, and you look at me like you would one of your own children somewhat, hopefully. Ha ha ha. Can I have a handout?
They kind of look at you. What are you looking for?
Do you have a metal coat?
Ooh, a metal coat.
Or do you know where I can find one? Or wait, did they tell me this already? Did it have something to do with like a Cofragius or some crap? Or am I dreaming this up?
I don't think they had told you yet, to be honest.
Okay. I must be
metal
having
coat.
Nightmare.
Metal coat. Unfortunately, we don't have a metal coat on us. So, and they kind of look a little like saddened to tell you this. So the island is broken up into, and they pull up the map. The island is broken up into two halves, the north half and the south half, divided by the mountains.
Yeah.
So we do all the trading here in the north half. And there's a gentleman, Engelbert. He does all the trading in the south half.
Engelbert.
Now, Engelbert's a bit of a odd fellow. He kind of you trade with him because he's the only trader, I guess, is kind of how it goes. But yeah, he does the trading with the two cities there, the Stellaris and Gravito. Now Stellaris is the mining city, and they not Stellaris, sorry, Gravito and Glaxerna. Sorry, Gravito and Glaxerna. Gravito being the mining city. And the mining city has a monopoly on, funny enough, metal coats and metal alloys. So they don't like to trade it very often. Engelbert gets it every now and then, but it is a trickier one to get. We're sorry we don't have one on us.
It's a controlled resource, I understand.
Yeah.
But supply and demand.
Engelbert would be the one to, other than going directly to the mining city, Engelbert would be the one to go to. We meet up with him. Unfortunately, as it's fall now, we won't be meeting up with him for a while.
Almost a full year.
Yeah. But, I mean, if anyone can make the crossing this time of year, you guys probably could. If you made the crossing, he still does his trade route all year round on his side.
And his route is much shorter So he probably makes more rotations a year.
Yeah. He has. I've never been there myself. And he points to the map. If you look at your map, there's a little white dot on like C44. Like halfway in the trade route on the mountain there.
Yeah, just between the bottom road there at the end of the three roads.
Yeah. That dot is his house. The dot directly to the north of it is where we meet him when we do trading. But as far as I'm aware, that dot is his house. And he'll hang out there when he's not traveling around the trade route.
Okay. This has been very helpful. Thank you so much. I'm gonna leave before I get caught up in more exposition.
Before we kind of say our adieus, I generally ask a question. Whereabouts could I possibly find a spell tag item?
What do you mean a spell tag item? Sorry.
It's called a spell tag. It increases ghost type moves.
Oh, okay. Like something to boost ghost moves?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, the Bofins are like, I might have one kicking around here, and he rummages through his bag, and he'll pull one out.
Wonderful, thank you. What do I owe you for this item?
A Pokeball.
Pokeball? I hand him a Pokeball and shake his hand.
Okay. He hands the Pokeball to his wife, and he'll give you a spell tag, I guess.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dope. I don't really think I need anything beyond. No, I still got a bunch of stuff, and I don't really need.
We need
items
to be getting
for my
out
guys.
there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you guys can head out. I assume you spend like 2 or 3 days. Getting used to the city and like chatting with like just behind the scenes, off camera, kind of getting used to the city, resting up because you just did a big travel.
Yeah, I'm assuming we'll pick up some like helpful who does and what's it's here.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, you guys spend a few days and then head out down, well, almost directly to the east, but just a little south. As you go towards the Mushroom Forest. So you guys traveling through the grassy fields and farmland break way to a light forested area similar to the amount of forest that was near the lighthouse. Just a very light, little bit of forest, the odd trees here and there. And yeah, it's just a nice journey. You see in the distance.
I've been on foot alone. It's been a while since we've been on foot alone.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you guys traveled with the Bofins there for a number of nights. Yeah, after making camp the first day and waking up, you see passing through, or I guess kind of in the middle of the night, if anyone wakes up at night, you see a passing tangle growth going through, and it's just grabbing some vines and some like branches and leaves off of the trees and just incorporated it into its body, continuously growing a little bit bigger every time it does. Yeah. And
I take note of this, but I don't want to mess with this giant thing. Not this night.
No. In the morning, if you go investigate where it was walking around, there's one woven grass band left behind.
Oh, I will.
Which is the grass TM.
I'll pick that up, I guess.
Yeah, and you guys can share it amongst yourselves however you want. But Yeah, a woven grass band.
And as we start like traveling during this day, now that we're farther away from the city, I'm gonna be more on alert and doing the like Pokemon rotation.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have Growlithe up front sniffing for stuff, Zorua hiding in the shadow, Vibrava flying around now, sending like mirror signals when it sees things with its wings. And Toxel just hiding on my shoulder as usual.
Fair enough.
Now practicing making art on the road behind us with its ink.
Yeah. You guys are all healed, by the way, if anyone was damaged, because you spent a number of nights there.
Mr. Ace Brawler.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys can make it. You get to the edge of this like lightly forested area, and you see the edge of the mushroom forest. And you all have played Minecraft and seen a mushroom forest in Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
I'm old, Ian. Not that old.
You just gotta think, like, I don't know if anyone's watched that Sonic movie, the one with the
oh yeah, that's a good example
in
too.
the mushroom
the
forest.
Actual mushroom zone.
Yeah, like literally like mushrooms the size of trees, all sorts of, or what was it, the Mario movie when they're in the mushroom kingdom, and then he comes out and it's all these mushrooms around him. You're there. It's mushrooms, little mushrooms, big mushrooms, mushrooms the size of trees, and
your head.
Exactly. Different colors, different shapes, all sorts of crazy mushrooms.
Fact check on edibility.
I wouldn't do it yet. I would
start licking.
Snosberry.
Going on an adventure.
Excellent. Yeah, the mushroom forest is pretty wild and crazy and all sorts of mushroomy.
Is there a path through it?
There is not. You guys kind of have to weave and wander. Yes.
I am going to have Matang and Ditto transform into a copy of Matang to float us above the mushrooms.
Yeah, they can do that. That's a great idea. As like you kind of walk a little bit, and then like if there's something blocking your path, you'll float a little bit over it and keep walking, just to try and not create as much spores as possible, because again, toxic mushrooms. Nice. As you walk along, trying to make heads or tails of where you're going, you hear noise. Actually, it's Toxel hears it first, funny enough. And his head spins as he hears it. And as the rest of you also listen, you hear the sounds of an electric guitar.
Oh no, I kind of like put my head in my hands. Oh no, not more of them.
Is this like excellent shredding on an electric guitar gets louder and louder as you follow this noise. And you show up, and there's a little break in the mushrooms, and this kind of a mushroom ring has been created where you see these three toxicity. The evolution of Toxel. Toxicity. I'll put it up on the Pokemon thing on the encounter. There's three Toxicity just jamming out. They're just full on like playing air guitar, but because of the way that they are, and the way that their electric power works, they're fully making music, just rocking and jamming and having a great time. And you see there's three Toxicities, 3 Shroodle,
The fuck's a
actually,
Shroodle?
Sorry, 4 Shroodle. I put it in the encounters. There's 4 Shroodle. Sorry. And 2 Breylooms. And all the Pokemon, the Toxtricities are jamming out, and the other Pokemon are just dancing and like partying and having a great time.
Is there anything special about the area?
Again, it's just like a ring in the mushrooms, and it's just these Pokemon chilling and hanging out, having a good time. But they, if you sit and watch for a little bit, or are you heading on?
I kind of want to watch and listen for a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
Sure.
I'm just like hanging there from Metang's claw or Ditto Metang's claw. I can't specify. And then I'm just kind of bopping. I like to picture them both sitting there, and they've got us like held by like a kitten by the scruff of our shirts, but like one person in each claw. And so we're just like slow hovering through the through the forest.
Nice.
Like, don't touch anything.
Does someone want to make a research roll?
I've got 2 in research, so I guess that would be me.
Yeah, Taylor, you've probably got best bet for
Go
that.
for it, Axel.
Probably the biologist. Yeah.
Anything else besides just research?
You get a nature. You always get one of your natures.
Okay. Where's my natures? There they are.
Yeah.
Let's throw careful at it.
That's fair. Yep.
Okay.
So 3 dice as you're clearly researching and watching this like interesting display of how Pokemon interact in the wild.
2 4s and a 2.
Perfect. You notice one of the Shroodle. Yes, one of the Shroodles starts like it moves off to the side while like everybody's dancing, and it's like sniffing something out and starts digging something up in the dirt and almost like eating it. And as the twist here is you can choose to watch it, eat whatever it's digging up, or you can choose to try and stop it from digging up whatever it's digging up.
I'm going to have Duskull basically zip in and like distract it with like a little floating little will-o-wisp while it grabs the item or whichever it is and bring it back to me.
You're getting Duskull to grab the item?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or are we like that close, or
yeah, you can try and do that.
Okay, yeah. I'll have will-o-wisp. I'll have Duskull just cast a will-o-wisp, and I will sneak up in my ghillie suit and grab whatever.
No, Duskull's grabbing the item.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, you can't. You're not. Yeah, no. If like you're farther away. If you want to grab the item, it's only Duskull is your option. You don't have to grab the item.
Duskull is going to distract with will-o-wisp, and go grab it.
Roll fire as you try and use will-o-wisp. So it's a nature and fire. As Duskull goes to grab this item.
Okay, so we'll go for. Wait, is it just the roll the one?
2 dice. You get 2 dice because one for your nature, one for fire.
Okay. Roll 2d6. Oh.
1 and a 2. That's okay. I don't know. I think you might actually be happier that it didn't touch this. So as Duskull uses Will-O-Wisp, the Shroodle doesn't really pay attention, and Duskull dives in to grab this item that Shroodle's been rummaging about, and before it can, Shroodle grabs the item in its jaw and chomps on it, and before it can even fully chomp on it, as soon as it touches this item, you just see this like explosion of like dark pulsating energy, and the Shroodle just turns shadow as this aura appears around it, and the color drains, and it starts to like go on a rampage, basically.
Oh shit!
You almost shadowed Duskull.
Kind of cool. Come back to the Pokeball.
I was gonna say, would it make Duskull even stronger because he's a ghost Pokemon?
But yeah, Shroodle has gone shadow. The other Pokemon are starting, like the toxicities stopped jamming as soon as like that pulse went out, and the Pokemon are starting to like panic and like run and just scatter. It's chaos. Like some are getting like hit and tossed around, and yeah, it's absolute chaos.
Well, it's time. It's serious time.
Take a defensive position back with Iroh and Stu. Surhis and Birdie. Birdie was just hanging out in my jacket like he usually does, and Surhis was in the grass. So they're going to go back to their Pokeballs. So Iroh and Bayleaf, or Iroh and Stu, are going to take a defensive position in front of myself and in front of Travis.
Okay.
Travis? Trevor.
No, Travis is right.
Pardon. No, okay, just making sure.
I'm going to have
yeah, because you guys are up in the air, right?
Yeah, we've got
okay.
Ditto as Matang, and I'm going to have my Goat out as well.
Yeah. Okay.
I have my crew out as described earlier.
Yeah. It's just chaos. There's, as I say, there's what, 7, 8 Pokemon? 9 Pokemon, or 8 Pokemon, and then the Shadow Shroodle just rampaging about, and some are trying to like corral it and maybe try and stop it, but also everyone's running everyone being the Pokemon, running and screaming and trying to just not be there.
I'm gonna, with Scyther, I'm gonna focus energy. That's what I'm gonna do. Just start us off with that.
Yep, that's fair. Roll away with normal. I'm assuming aiming at the Shroodle.
It's the crit boost.
Oh, yes.
I'm taking a turn to set up, is what I'm doing.
Yes. Yeah. You don't need to roll then. You're good. Yeah, Scyther will just start like powering as it focuses its energy, literally.
Vibrava, seeing this shenanigans from the sky, is going to come down, and because of how it messed up everyone got last time from the monochrome Landorus,
the Shadow Landorus, yeah,
it's going to take this opportunity to try to wall off the Shroodle with Earth power to give us an opportunity to like back out or escape.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Roll ground.
Okay, that'll just be ground with careful.
So 1 dice. Yeah.
Right, because I forgot that's how it worked.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, 2d6 cut 1.
Oh yeah, 2d6 cut 1. Sorry.
3.
3.
I'm gonna have to fix that.
Fractera will get. No, sorry. Yeah, Fractera, like, some of the ground starts to move. It doesn't do absolutely nothing, but it's not quite as impressive as its goal. But it does start to, like, heave a bit of the ground here and there and, try and divide the Shroodle away from other Pokemon.
Yeah, like sky bombs and uses its crystals to like, I'll put up jagged rocks. It's like, pitink. Oh. Oh no.
Yeah. There's not a lot of rocks around here in a mushroom forest.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Stu to. You're gonna look down, and he's gonna start shaking, and he's gonna use Sweet Scent to put a calming area and aura around myself and Travis in our group. So if anybody comes within a certain vicinity, they'll get hit with the Sweet Scent that drops their attack and is meant to calm them. And then I have Iroh on defensive, and so he's just prepared to defend and attack if need be.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Narrow. No, wait, no, none. Axel, sorry. Axel. Narrow's Scyther prepped. Yeah.
I am going to
Nero.
I'm gonna have Matang cast so if I understand correctly, the Shroodle is surrounded by what now?
Shroodle's mostly on its own now.
Okay.
Because Vibrava moved some like dirt and rocks and just kind of like shoved some Pokemon out of Shroodle's way to get Shroodle on its own.
Okay. I'm gonna have Matang cast Psychic and pick up the Shroodle and just pick it up and toss it into the ground.
Okay. Roll.
I thought you were gonna Team Rocket it away.
I thought about doing
and
that
deny us the possibility of a Shadow Shroodle? No. Okay, so it's gonna be 2d6 again.
Yeah.
I'm also in the single digits of Pokeballs. I don't need to catch as many Pokemon as you right now.
Oh, come on! It's a 3 and a 1.
Take some of mine if you want. I have an abundance, and now that I have that Bayleaf, I have a pretty big group going on. So unless something really jumps out, Augustus isn't going to catch anything for a while.
Yeah, 3 and a 1. Matang tries to use Psychic on it, and it gets a hold of it, and it starts to bring it up, and then Shroodle just like whips its head around and like stares at Matang, and Matang loses focus as like this terrifying like shadowy stare, and so the Shroodle drops to the ground. And Shroodle's gonna focus on you guys now, because you've pulled its attention successfully. So the other Pokemon will like be getting away / hiding. And it's going to use Acid Spray on Matang.
We're up in the air away. He can't touch it.
That's why it's spray.
I know.
It's a distance one. It's not a close one. It's a spraying one. It's long range. And it will hit. Matang's going to take 1 point of damage, and Matang becomes poisoned.
I don't think you can poison steel types.
Matang's part poison as well, isn't he? I thought
he's
psychic.
He's steel psychic.
Yeah, you can poison.
No, they're immune unless you're Salazzle.
Bro, I'm looking at his Pokedex. Poison normal, toxic mouse Pokemon. What are you smoking?
No. He's saying steel type are immune to poison types.
Oh, I thought he was saying Shroodle was steel. I was like, what?
No, I'm looking at the thing here. Steel takes 1 times damage from poison types.
Oh, they just can't be poisoned.
You take damage from poison type moves, but they don't become poisoned as a status effect.
Steel type.
Yeah, because I see poison moves have no effect on steel.
They can be poisoned by Twin Needle, apparently.
That's a bug move.
I wonder if that's only because it's a bug classification. Yeah, right?
Okay. Well, we all learned something simultaneously.
Right?
So Matang just kind of goes,
ouch, just no poison.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, interesting. That's an odd thing. Yeah, no, Matang takes 1 point of damage and then, isn't poisoned, apparently. Okay. That's interesting. Didn't know that. Learn something new every day.
So what you're saying is that he's fully focused on his attack right now?
Yes. Now's your moment.
It does like one of those cross-cut shots where it's like me and Scyther and we both open our eyes like super intense in the exact same moment, and wordlessly like I point. Cool JoJo pose, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Scyther uses slash.
Roll. You'll get an extra dice because you focused energy.
Sweet.
So 3d6.
Oh boy.
And you'll get upgraded impact for the focused energy as well.
I like it. Yeah. Okay. 662.
Oh. What do you do to this Strudel?
It's like when Frieza gets cut.
Yeah, I'm sort of thinking like, you ever you play Persona and defeat something with an all-out attack? That's kind of the thing. Scyther's like on the other side, and you see him like flick his blades clean, and it goes to a black cutout shot. You know what I mean? It's like the fight is already over.
Yeah. Strudel just drops, and you see that like shadow aura dissipate from it as it's unconscious. And Scyther's just standing cool pose.
Can I grab its unconscious body and reach in through its mouth?
Yes.
And seize the object in its stomach?
Yeah, you pull it
Christ.
out.
Yeah. I'm going to pull it out. Yeah.
Pulling it out, you see the Strudel still unconscious, but and still monocolored. But that there's only because you were physically holding it and so close to it, you could tell it still had a shadow aura on it. But as soon as you pull that item out of it, that shadow aura dissipates from it. Now Strudel stays monochrome, but that shadow aura has fully dissipated. In your hand is an object. You don't feel anything from it right away. But like the more you stare at it, the more you realize it's giving you bad vibes is honestly the only way to describe it. This thing's it's like negative emotions. Now it's not too strong. You like feeling it and looking at it and feeling the way the energy works in this world. This thing has been drained of its energy, but its energy was negative. It was malice. It was hate. It was sadness. And yeah.
I want to make it kind of low with it.
I'm whispering to myself and being like, who made you? Where did you come from? I thought I thought that this was over a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I clench it. Is it soft? Is it hard?
It'll shatter in your hands if you.
I could make it into a Pokeball.
No, I crush it in my hand for dramatic effect.
You shatter it into dust with just crushing your hand.
Man, you want to talk about hate? It echoes through me. Whoever's doing this must pay.
Yeah.
I sweep up the dust.
As you do that, the other Pokemon will come out and kind of like very carefully go over to the Shroodle and just kind of like looking at you guys and very carefully, like as long as no one makes any sudden movements, they'll kind of take the Shroodle and they'll go back a little ways away and just kind of nurse it and check on it. Now would be a good time to ask for any questions of these Pokemon if you're looking for anything in particular in this area.
I'm seeing as it's calm, I kind of gesture at my Toxel and like anything to help my Toxel grow into its potential.
Toxel will just kind of look at you and look at them, and then it just waddles over to the Toxtricities and just starts talking to them. And after a little bit of
rebellious attitude,
after a little while, one of the Toxtricities will get up and walk away. Like once the Shroodle seems to be looking a little better and like starts to wake up from being knocked out, and like is acting more or less normal, the Toxtricity will get up, walk away, and a little while later it comes back and it'll hand a mushroom, a very like odd shaped mushroom that's like folding in on itself and like growing more weird shaped mushrooms from other parts. Like, have you seen a lion's mane mushroom?
yes, all fuzzy and stuff.
Sure have.
Yeah, all fuzzy and stuff and weird and like growing strange. It's like that, but mixed with a like what's the other one? The that other really weird one.
The Enoki mushrooms
that we get at the no, there's one we get at the farmers market all the time. It's really tasty, but it's really weird shaped. Anyway, it's a bunch of weird shaped mushrooms kind of growing on themselves, and like every time like it moves, it's got spores, and it also is like dripping and sticky, and just it's a weird mushroom, and Toxel will just eat it.
And what?
And you can see Toxel just kind of like pulsates a little bit as it eats this thing, and then it kind of like not drunkenly, but drunkenly kind of wanders back to you, and then we'll just kind of snuggle up to you.
I have so much concern in my eyes. I look over at these Toxtricities and like, you better not be a bad influence on my boy. You made him do drugs the first time he met you.
Those mushrooms are fine for Pokemon. It's okay.
Yeah,
I'm sure that will be fine.
Yeah, he kind of slowly like if you wait around a while, he'll like wake up and he's back to normal, and he even has a little bit more of a spring in his step kind of thing. And you can spend 1 point to change his move if you would like. As he powers up from this mushroom. And you also notice not only does his move change, but he gets this weird, like you now see a Toxtricity. That's what Toxel evolves into. But your Toxel's, I don't know, something's a little off on like how it looks. A little like it still looks like a Toxel, but there's something off. Like it's not going to evolve into Toxtricity.
It's already starting to show signs of not quite being a normal
Yeah.
Toxel. Oh, it's going to lose acid and learn Venom Drench.
Excellent.
As it's now gotten the ability to like squirt like different colored venoms out of its horns now.
Yeah.
Didn't like hurting people with acid.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Are you guys heading back to town from here, or what's the goal?
I'm just gonna say whatever the group does on our way back. I'm just basically gonna be having Duskull kind of float around looking for anything of interest to add to my item collection.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, unfortunately, you don't find anything, but you guys make it back to town safely, and I think we're going to end the session there, as it's 2 hours, and I think that's a solid part to end it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we'll start next session with you guys back in Univerna, and you can go in any which direction from there.
I got a bay leaf.
But I was Ian. The Ian.
I was Austin, the observer and the concerned parent.
And I was Cabe, the quiet protector.
I was Dylan. Scyther was cool.
I was Taylor, the goat.
Nice. And we are sponsored by nobody. Signing off.